All right. Hi, everybody. Again, my name is Amy Johnson. Thanks for joining us for Wednesday of TF Live. Hope everybody's having a great week. Again, if you are missing this today or you're watching this next week, if you're a staff member that wasn't able to attend, we're recording everything this week. So please feel free to share all of the links for all of these videos. Little disclaimer about today. If you cannot tell, I am not feeling very well. So don't be worried about me if I dip out for a couple seconds here and there. I may need to blow my nose. But I'm going to try to conceal the coughs. I think Taylor will help me concealing the coughs today. So we'll see what happens, but hopefully I won't have any dead air. Anyways, long story short, thanks for joining us today. Probably not going to do the webcam today because we're going to have a pretty busy screen going on. But let's go ahead and dive in to a couple of the things that I want to show you guys today. I already had my first cough. All right, well, first we're going to take a look at our current product. I do want to touch on something that we covered at the webinar last week. If you weren't able to watch or watch since then, there are two new features that have been extremely helpful, especially as far as your patrons' experience. The first one I want to go over is the one-page checkout. The main reason I kind of want to go over this and bring it around back today is, one, you do have to ask your client consultant to turn this on for you. And the other reason this is going to be super important to turn on is we have a couple of other enhancements that are coming up that actually will not reflect unless you have the secure checkout turned on. So those are things like, for example, the one that we also looked at last week, were the credit card only pre-sales. So if you wanted to do an Amex only pre-sale or a Visa only pre-sale, restricting your online patrons to only using a specific type of credit card when they're purchasing, you will miss out on that feature and some features coming along the road because they do require this one-page checkout. So here it is. Essentially what it's going to do is put all of those previous, I think it was about 4 or 5 payment pages, all into one page. So we're going to consolidate it all into one payment page. The first you're going to see here is your delivery method. So here I'd collect my delivery method, the payment I'm going to use, and then the last you're going to see is if you have any themes, the roundup donation, and then whatever you would have normally had on your last page, but they'd still agree to the terms of use and place their order. So again, a lot of focusing on making that mobile checkout also very, very, very friendly, very fast, very quick, putting all of those previous about, again, 4 or 5 pages onto one page. So please let your client consultant know if you do want to turn this on. The other thing that needs to be turned on is that web-based print-at-home ticket. And just to kind of review off of last week, what we were going over is previously your print-at-homes were formatted with PDFs. That did sometimes cause issues sometimes. Perhaps the PDF didn't fill, it didn't get built correctly, maybe the receiver's inbox rejected it, maybe they don't have a PDF viewer, maybe they need to update it. What this does is just opens up your print-at-home ticket in a web page. So it's very similar to when you're going to the airport or have an airline ticket. They're still going to get a confirmation email, but when they click print at home tickets, it's just going to open up into a web page. So they can print it there. Another benefit, again, is going to be easily being able to bring it up on my mobile device. So if I don't have a printer or if I end up running out of ink, I can't get home that day, all that type of good stuff that happens to us when we're trying to just attend to an event, I can easily bring it up on my phone and not have to worry about it. So I'm still sending the images here. Another benefit, again, of this HTML, the web-based format, is going to be that you're not limited to specific DPIs and specific types of images because it's just populating a web page. I think I have one here. Here we go. Oh, this is roll call. Here we go. So you'll notice that the rebuild and resend is no longer here because it's not applicable. There's nothing to rebuild and nothing to resend, just opening a web page. I can print them directly from here still, but just to give you a little look at what it's going to look like. Again, my image is along top. I still have the bottom left and the bottom right. Another advantage this gives you is being able to put a print at home specific message. So if you want to have a message specific to this delivery type or even anything in addition, this is fully customizable here. The disclaimer down at the bottom is also fully customizable. And then again, you'll notice that I'm going to still get my standard print at home barcode. But if I forget to print it at home, I'm still going to get that mobile barcode. So I don't have to even visit the will call at all. I can just bring it up on my mobile device. This is also something that your client consultant does need to turn on, so please let us know if you'd like to turn this on. There's a couple of handing features that we don't have to go into today, but it'll easily change all of your future images too as well if you need to do any reformatting as well. So you don't have to go into each performance and change it in and out, but we have those tools for you if you need to turn it on. Actually, I guess I could go back to that same thing, but one of the other features I want to talk about today, it was a little farther down my list, but might as well jump it up, it's right there, is also an Apple Wallet integration. So it's right here. It's for both your print at home and your mobile delivery tickets, and what that patron can do is they'll find a add to Apple Wallet when they access their tickets on my account. So if I go online, if I can't find the email or anything like that, I go online, I log it into my account, I'll see add to Apple Wallet. I'll also see add to Apple Wallet in the confirmation email itself. So each individual line item of ticket, again, similar to that airline industry, you'll just add each of those individuals to your Apple Wallet. It's really great because you can customize them too as well. I'm going to hop back up on the public site here. Put some tickets in my cart. And this feature is for auto coupon codes. There's a couple of stipulations where the auto coupon codes won't automatically apply. So for example, let me just put in my name here. So you can see it automatically updated to that promotional price that my password is able to unlock. Again, a couple stipulations. What if that same exact pricing or that same password unlocked something else in the event? So keeping them, this password equals that price, you'll be able to just quickly unlock as a customer online any promotional price that this gets me here. I don't think there was anything else too much on the customer facing that I kind of wanted to go over today. We did a lot of that during the webinar, but I did want to talk about a couple of more features that we're having just as far as the back-end administration. One, it was out earlier this year, so I'm sure a lot of you have either seen it or touched on this and clicked on this button here and has maybe seen the enhancements, but I kind of wanted to go over it today because we haven't had a chance to. But the touch screen has previously been called the GA touchscreen because it was only able to sell general admission. A couple of enhancements. One, obviously, visually looks a lot better, much more streamlined, maybe with some tablets in mind. So if you don't actually have a touchscreen, obviously I don't, I'm using my mouse, but it's been enhanced visually. It's also been enhanced to be able to sell reserved seating. So what it does is it sells by best available. So if I'm in the orchestra here, for example, I'm in that section, and then I see my different prices. I can easily pop down how many tickets I want. There's also some 2, 3, 4, 5 if you usually want to add that amount of tickets. If I put too many, I can easily go back down. It also now supports all of your, I don't think I have enough seats. Let me see. Okay, add this one. Oh, this little thing is in my way. My little GoToMeeting or GoToWebinar panel is in my way. Again, a benefit is going to be having all of the delivery methods. The only delivery method previously was technically will call, so just go ahead and print out all your tickets. A benefit of this is going to be, again, if you want to have those tablets selling off of the touchscreen, you don't have to have a printer hooked up to it. So if I want to just walk up and down a line, maybe sell tickets to folks directly to their mobile device, they can open up a print at home or a mobile delivery. The best part about it is that that mobile device is going to require that I enter an email address. So you're getting a little more data here at this point. I'm collecting their email address very, very easily. I can put their credit card information in here. I can also take multiple different payment methods. So just a lot of enhancements all around as far as the touchscreen is concerned, especially visually. But actually, especially being able to sell reserved seating. I love that feature. I'm going to hop back into the back end again. And I'm sure most of you have built some seat maps since this enhancement has gone out. Let's look at this one here. So again, similar to the touchscreens, a lot of visual enhancements, just keeping it consistent with the previous enhancements that we did. As far as just visually, so nice big blue buttons. There's also a couple of things just as far as the seat maps itself that are hopefully going to save you a lot of time and a lot of headache in the future in the box office. So the first one is going to be when you're creating a new seat map. I guess I don't really have to get into it too much, but you can essentially save sections along the way. So I know here in the office, this has greatly helped us when we're building large section seat maps. You need to take your lunch break, you need to take some sort of break, you get a phone call, you can save it section by section. So say you have a 16 section seat map, you don't have the time to dedicate to finish all of those sections all at the same time in one sitting. This way, you could just go section by section, saving as you go. It's just going to be an incompleted seat map. You can come back easily and go ahead and continue, kind of pick up where you left off. Down here, you can also add or delete or even edit sections. We do recommend, as the little lovely little message up here says that above here, we do recommend considering making a copy and then making the edits to that copy. So for example, you need to add either a section, a price category, that type of thing to an existing seat map. Previously, you had to start that whole seat map from scratch. So if I had A, B, C, and D, and I wanted to add an E, maybe a back end of my balcony, I can easily just copy the actual seat map that needs to be added to, copy that, and then go ahead and add my sections from here. So if I need to add a price category, add a section, and then you can build your performances from there. The next couple of features I wanted to go over are a little bit not directly in the software, so they're a little bit hard to show, but I definitely want to discuss them today. I'm wondering, let's see, I was going to share my webcam, but I don't think it's going to turn on here. Oh, well. The first one is we have an integration with the email campaign software, Emma. Where this really comes in handy is it's going to pull your data directly from your database. So it's going to eliminate the need for you to download and segment into Excel, save that document, and then uploading it into Emma. It's fully integrated, so you can build those lists. You can then, in addition, target, send, track all of the email campaign software or all of the email marketing campaigns that you're sending out. So Emma is fully functional, exactly how it is. You can do all of that management in there. You can upload other, obviously, email lists. You're not limited to just what's going on in your database, but it's basically just going to pull directly from that, and you'll create all of your lists right in Emma. You can track your conversion rates, evaluate all the success of all of your campaigns, but again, you're just eliminating the need to download the data, to save it, and to upload it into Emma. Another benefit of having the integration this way is that you'll sign up with Emma as a third party, so you'll get your pricing, you'll get your setup. They can fully support you on that, and then we just turn it on in the back end of your ticketing software, and it's just automatically going to pull from your database, and that's all you have to worry about. The other enhancement that's kind of just a discussion, I guess, is that we did release another option for your scanning, and it's what we call web-based scanning. And what that's going to do is allow you the opportunities to have other scanners than those industry standard Motorola's or the USB scanners. So let me go ahead and show my screen here. So you can see here I have the Windows mobile scanners. So those are going to be those Motorola's that we all know and love. And then I'm going to have another option for web-based scanners. And essentially what it's going to do is just log into a web page. It's scanning directly from there. It's very similar to what your USB scanners do with this validate barcode section. It's going to connect to the site via the internet, and it's going to scan directly into the web page. Again, it's an expansion of that current barcode reader tethered scanner functionality, but it does give you the option of getting we partner with Saveo for some scanners from them. They have some great, more affordable options for you as far as your scanning. So we do recommend moving forward with Saveo. Again, if you need any additional information on any of that, go ahead and contact your client consultant. But it's right here, very easy to set up. If you do need any further assistance as well, you can always click on the help button here. And in Bloomfire, we have a couple of documents for your web scanning as far as just some information for it, as well as setting up the actual scanners themselves. I think it's in here as web-based scanning. There it is. The other couple of things I wanted to go over before I move on to our enterprise level, our enterprise platform and some options there that we have, is first, I wasn't too sure if everybody was aware of the EMV solutions that our current platform does offer. Let me see if I can find it in here and I can bring it up, and that may help. So we've partnered with a company called Vantiv. Vantiv is a processor, it's a credit card processor, and they've integrated their payment gateway to use EMV chip card technology. So what that's going to do for you is one, it is going to require you to change your processing, all of your processing of your payments to them, but it will allow your payment gateway to integrate with and utilize EMV terminal technology. I do know there's some great stuff coming along the way with Vantiv, where they're going to make some web-based portals and some other types of conveniences. So they're doing some great development with us that should be out early next year, actually. But again, if you're really looking to utilize those EMV chip cards, but integrate them directly into your ticketing software, Vantiv would be your solution for that. I don't know why it's not coming up, but on here there is our contact. We have a representative and a link that you can go to. You very easily just go in there and sign up with your name, and they'll give you a call. You'll connect with them, and they can get you all set up and ready to go. If you do have any questions on that, though, please let your client consultant know, and we can get you all the information that you need. So another thing I kind of want to go over, I don't have it available to show as well, but we've released this in the last couple of weeks and we're getting it all set up right now, all tested and ready to release to you guys, but I was just too excited about it, so I did want to tell you. It's a pay with PayPal option. So what that's going to do is on that final payment page is give your customers an option to go ahead and use their PayPal to pay for their tickets and pay for their order. Another great benefit of that is that we are going to be able to offer payment plans through them, or you will be able to offer payment plans through PayPal. It does take a lot of the accounting responsibility off of you as the venue. So if I go online and I'm selling or I'm buying an $800 season ticket, if I wanted to elect to make payment plans, to put deposits down, I'm essentially making that relationship with PayPal directly. So you as the venue, if I owe you $800, you get paid in full. You don't have to make sure my credit card is ready to go every year. Or every month. You don't have to go in and reschedule or schedule any sort of types of payments or deal with chargebacks on that kind of thing, anything like that. PayPal has created that arrangement with that patron. You get paid in full. So they get that option of also a customized payment plan. So if it's obviously not going to be a one-size-fits-all for everybody all the time, but if you wanted to have, multiple different options for your payments, the PayPal option will give you that technology. So I think that's it for this portion for our current software. I wanted to see if there was any questions. If you do have any questions, go ahead and type them in. I think Taylor's going to go over if we do have any. Yes, we do have the contact information for Vantiv. That was the question that we had here. So if you do have any questions or concerns, they'll be able to fully support you on everything for your merchant processing. So it's a similar process to what you would have for your merchant right now. You would set up with them. But if you have any questions or concerns, they can definitely address those for you. And we would basically just set you up with a new processor. I'm going to wait for a couple different questions here that are coming in. And then Lynn's been joining me here because I need to switch over to her computer. Yes, Taylor.
For touchscreen transactions, does a transaction connect to an account when you enter their email?
Yes, it does. It works the same as the anonymous checkout feature that we saw. So in the previous webinar, I'm not sure if that person that asked the question had been on the webinar, but on the anonymous checkout, you just type in an email address. If an account exists with that email address, it goes straight to that file.
Do I just go in session, do you think? Did you tell them your computer froze?
My computer is frozen.
It's banned from webinars.
It's banned from webinars forever.
You're going to have to pull up all your pages and everything.
No, I'll be fine. I'll work it out.
Okay, this is Edge. Is it back?
No.
Is it just go to webinar that's frozen?
No, it's everything. Look. Yeah, I have questions. Yes, please. Taylor, I would love to answer the question.
How do we know if we're already set up for the new features?
If you're on the latest version, which is version 28, which all of you are, any features that don't require to be turned on, you just automatically get. So we implemented what we call continuous deployment a couple years ago. So these features are just automatically available to you. If you don't see anything, please let us know because it may require that something needs to be turned on. But you should be able to see any of this stuff right now currently.
Kathleen said, I know I have some already enabled, however, I tried to build an on-sale for the card only and think that may not be, or is that part of the new platform?
You do, so that was remember that's one of the features that does require the one-page checkout. So stuff like the credit card restrictions and then a couple of other features that'll be available early next year, they do require that one-page checkout. So you do need to have that turned on for that option to display in the back end. But you'll see that option in access restrictions on the performance. So where you'll put a password in, you'll also see the option credit card restriction if you have the one-page checkout turned on.
Then also, do you need to set up with Vanta, or can you use PayPal without that?
So setting up with Vantiv eliminates your need for PayPal or for PayFlow Pro. The main reasoning behind that, again, is that PayFlow Pro is it's an e-commerce payment gateway. It's really only concerned with mainly your web-based transactions. With our current platform on TicketForce, all of your transactions though are web-based transactions. Unfortunately for us, that means PayPal doesn't really. It's not a priority for them to worry about your card-present transactions. So what we did was we found a e-commerce payment gateway that we partnered with. Vantiv is the company, and then I'm not sure about what the actual gateway is called. But what it does is integrates directly with the gateway. Because that's what you really need for that technology. For that EMV technology to work, you need your terminals and your PIN pads to integrate directly with your payment gateway, which unfortunately, again, isn't a priority for PayPal and the PayFlow Pro payment gateway. So that's why we've offered it through Vantiv. So Vantiv's the full solution. You get your merchant processing, you get your gateway, you get the whole thing all together. So yes, it does eliminate the need for that, but you would still need one to replace it.
I have some of the things on there.
Was there another question?
Yeah. Are there any disadvantages to enabling the one-page checkout? Do you lose any features or functionality?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's fully functional. You have no loss of functionality. In fact, we've had nothing but great numbers. It actually increases conversion rates because you're going through, rather than going through those 4 or 5 pages, you're going through just the one. So it's very mobile friendly. It's very conducive for quick sale. But yeah, you have no loss of functionality at all.
Is there a sample of the PayPal cart or payment method?
I don't have it turned on the demo site because we don't have a payment gateway. But once we get some better images and that type of thing, check out, keep an eye on the Bloomfire page here, because I'll upload some images there too once I get some better, real life examples. But I can't turn it on the demo site because I don't have a payment gateway attached to it. I'll get some more data and stuff on that. Like I said, we had just implemented this stuff in the PayPal, especially in the last couple of weeks. So we're still kind of putting the pretty little bow on that before we're actually offering it out anyway. So we'll have some better notes on that soon. I just wanted to take advantage of having everybody here and getting this recorded so that everybody can kind of know about it. Was there any other questions before I move on?
Nope, it looks like we have all the ones in here answered.
If any of you have any questions, though, go ahead and send them in, and we'll be moving right along, though, if you guys don't have anything. Yes, Kathleen, the screen sharing did just end. We're just switching to a different computer really quick, so we'll be up in a couple seconds.
Yep.
Sorry for the confusion, everybody. There we go.
All right, awesome. So the first portion, what we're just kind of wrapping up right now, again, is our current platform, which I can't see an attendee list right now, so I'm not sure how much we have in attendance that are just specifically on that platform. So what we're going to look at now is 2 things that we have available in our enterprise level platform. The first is going to be what we call TicketForce Campaign Manager. It's similar to what we just discussed too with the Emma integration with the current platform that most of you are on. Again, an advantage of this is going to be eliminating the need to download and segment all of your information from the ticketing database, saving that file, and then uploading it into your third-party email campaign software. It's going to pull all of these custom lists directly from your ticketing system. So you can create lists based on types of events people have purchased for. You can create lists based on if I need to, buy my season ticket or renew my membership. I can pull them based on multiple different events or types of events that I'm purchasing for. It's pretty unlimited as far as the types of events or the types of lists I can pull. the coolest part about Campaign Manager, about this software especially, is that the list doesn't pull until it's time to send. So for example, if I'm coming in here and I say I want to pull all of my country buyers and I want to pull all of my rock and roll buyers and I want to send it next week, it's not going to pull all my country buyers and it's not going to pull all my rock buyers and just leave them there. It's going to know that that's what I want to pull. So when it comes time for that email to send, it's going to pull all my country buyers, it's going to pull all my rock and roll buyers, and it's going to send that most updated real-time list of all of those buyers all together. So it's going to pull, you know, since the time I've scheduled all the way up until I want to send. So you're getting the most up-to-date information based on these custom lists when they go out. It's fully customizable as far as your email templates. You can have multiple in here. So if you want to have a specific one for your members or your season ticket holders, your donors, specific ones for specific buyers or types of buyers, maybe different venues. We can also create these as well as your own team. It's totally up to you. So if you have the resources to go ahead and come in and create these email templates, you can do that. Or the TicketForce design team can do that for you. Fully trackable, just like most email campaign softwares that you see, you know, just tracking click and open rates, you know, your junk and your spam rolls, all of that good stuff. But being able to fully report on those campaigns every single time. Another thing worth noting about Campaign Manager as well is that you're going to have the opportunity to, just like Emma, upload other lists. So you're not limited to just information in your ticketing database. You're going to be able to maybe have a list for your you know, donors that signed up, a physical mailing list at your event last night. You can upload those very easily into here. So you're not limited to your ticketing database information, but again, you're eliminating that middleman, that need to download the information from the ticketing database and then upload it into the campaign software. All right, so moving along, let me open up, oh, sorry, I pressed the wrong button. Nobody freak out. Hang on just a sec. There we go. I needed to cough and I pressed the wrong button. So the next tool I'm going to bring up right now is what we call some native CRM tools. And we call it that because they're found directly in the patron profile. So let me bring up my patron profile here. Let me log in first. I'm not saving it here on Lynn's computer. I'm going to go ahead and just create a new customer so we can see myself here. All right, so just enter my name. All right, just get myself a phone number. Oops. Get rid of that one. All right. What am I missing here? We'll just say that's my cell phone number, but it is not my cell phone. So here's a typical patron profile here. You're going to have a lot of the pretty much basic information, my name, my birthday, my business, my gender, and we can always customize a couple of these different fields, adding some additional stuff if you'd like. I can opt to have the customer store their preferred credit card. They can do and maintain that online as well. But being able to store multiple different addresses, I can say what those addresses are. So if they're shipping, business, home, mailing, all that good stuff. But where the CRM tools really come in handy is what we're looking at down here at the bottom, and it's being able to make notes on the customer's file itself. So if I need to, oops, wrong one. If I need to remind myself to maybe call this patron, maybe I talked to them and I want to get their feedback on a show that they had just recently seen, or maybe they had a complaint, or maybe they want to make a donation. I can add my note. In addition, I can follow up, require a follow-up. So it's going to send me an alert on that specific day to remind myself about this note. So you don't obviously have to set a follow-up, but the follow-ups really come in handy. You know, say this Friday, I want to call them. It's going to send me a reminder on this Friday to call this patron. I just realized I don't have an order history. That was kind of silly of me. But I did want to show another great tool is just being able to look at all of those orders all in one place. Being able to see my donation history, my orders, any other upsell items that I may have purchased, so merchandise, all that good stuff. It's all going to be available in one specific patron profile. But the notes are really going to come in handy too. There's some other things when you get Campaign Manager involved, being able to say what type of way they would like to be contacted. So if they don't prefer email and they like maybe some physical mailing on top of that, you can suggest to Campaign Manager not to include this person in your campaigns. But is there any questions on either the CRM portion that we looked at today or the integrated email campaign software? Again, this is for the enterprise platform and not the current product. And I'll let Taylor keep an eye on that. I guess actually any overall questions, because we'll probably wrap up after this, so really anything that you've thought of, just feel free to type it in there. No questions? Well, that means I have to end it and go back to work, Taylor. It's not very fun. I'm just kidding. Well, if you got, what? Oh.
Got one.
Oh, got one. Okay.
Emily Barton asked, "Can we see the order history?"
I don't. I just created myself, so I don't have one. But I can get one and I can send it around to everybody in attendance. That's not a problem. Well, thank you guys for all being very flexible and very patient. I think my computer, and Taylor agrees, that my laptop is officially banned from doing any sort of webinars because I'm not sure if everybody was on the last webinar, but we had some great freeze frame action, and I had to use Lynn's computer last time as well, so that was super fun. But anyways, I, again, really appreciate everybody being flexible and understanding the need for me to change a computer real quick. But if you do have any other questions, please feel free. My email is amy@ticketforce.com, AMI. Please feel free to either email me or reach out to your client consultant. If you don't see any of the features we looked at today, again, please reach out and get in touch. Definitely get in touch about the one page and the web-based print-at-home tickets. We really want to get all of you guys using those features. Again, you're going to miss out on some future and upcoming enhancements without those things turned on. So let us know that we can turn those on for you guys and we can get that on, and we can get that moving quickly. Again, any other questions, but thank you for joining us on Wednesday of TF Live. So we still have 2 more webinars this week. It's going to continue to be fantastic. Tomorrow we have a great marketing panel that Sean, our director here at TicketForce, has put together. I actually physically just got chills because I was just thinking about how cool it is. But it's going to be great, you guys. That's going to be a fun time. And I cannot even express how excited I am for Friday as well with Maureen Anderson, the CEO and president of Intix. She's phenomenal, incredible, and I cannot even tell you how much I love being around her and hanging out with her. So she's just electric. She's got some great ideas. She's wonderful and smart. So that's going to be an absolute treat to have her do that for us as well on Friday. So I hope you guys continue to attend. Again, if not, we'll get these recordings out to everybody momentarily. Feel free to share with your staff. Again, any questions? Thanks for joining. My name is Amy. Thanks to Taylor for being flexible and awesome. Yeah. All right. Everybody have a great day. We'll talk to everybody soon. Thanks.